Okay, so this is Stu. He's going to tell us a little bit of story about Brazil, his Brazil trip actually.
Yes, hi. Yeah, my name is Stuart Leigh, and I live here in New York. But in 1991, I was asked to travel with a group of American musicians and performers to go to Brazil to represent American culture, especially in the Amazon area. We flew to Manaus, and we met with a man named Silvio Barros. I believe Mr. Barros at the time was the president of the Fundação Vitória Amazônica in Manaus. And he later became, I think, may have become the governor of Pará state. I don't remember exactly. But he, anyway, was running this organization, and they were very aware that ecotourism was going to become a future activity of some importance in the Amazon region. And they were concerned that as the North Americans came and traveled up the Rio Negro and traveled up the Amazon, when they came to the little villages of where the Caboclo people were living, they did not wish the Caboclos to see the Americans as people only with money who were coming, who were tourists, but they were actually people who had their own culture and they were interesting in their own way for cultural exchange. So I was working for a group called Project Troubadour. We were coming to represent some of the forms of American musical culture in dance and in performance, so that the people would see us as having a people with a culture of our own. So we flew to Manaus, we got on a boat, and we went 10 hours up the Rio Negro to a little place called maybe Novoral. I can't remember. I think maybe Novoral was the place. And we would look down and we saw the Peixe Boy, you know, in the river, and we were told stories. I think Mr. Barros had been a facilitator for Jacques Cousteau when Jacques Cousteau went to do his work in the Amazon, and Mr. Barros had helped him at one time. And so we went up and we did performances. We had a clown, a juggler who would juggle. And we would attract people from the village to come to see the performers with the juggler. And then they would come and then we would play music, and we had a dancer, a very fine step dancer who would dance in a percussive style. And we played folk music, American folk music. And it was great fun. And we went up the river and we went to other little villages and we played a few places, and then we came down the river. And I remember sleeping in the hammocks on the boat going up there, yes, and being so happy that I could walk from my hammock to the back of the boat and I could push on the coffee machine, the coffee thermos, and get some very hot black coffee. Such good coffee. I tell you, it was great coffee. So we went back to Manaus and we went to the beautiful opera house, and then we got in an airplane and we flew to Natal. And we went and we happened to be in Natal the night that the new governor was elected, and we went to his victory party. It was very fortunate somehow, I don't know how. And as I'm remembering, I will run fast through the rest of my trip. We went to, I think, Fortaleza, and I bought some little pieces of art by Mr. Borges, and then flew down to Recife. No, I have to tell my story number 2.
Okay, so
you want to cut this one?
Yeah, number 2 is coming up.
Okay, here comes number 2.
Come on. So here we go.
Okay, here's another thing I remember about this beautiful country. First of all, it's gigantic. It's very big. It's tremendous. It is large. It is extensive. It goes on for a very long distance. And you have incredible fruit. And you have fruits we do not know the name of here, and we do not have here in America. Let me remember one name, cupuaçu. Wow. Yeah. I don't even remember what the cupuaçu is, but it was very tasty. I really like that one. And I definitely wanted to bring back with me guaraná, because when I did not have my coffee, I had to have my guaraná.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's what I remember.
Great. Thank you.
I got one more.